There's no technical difficulties on this lovely Saturday
And my
morning.
kids ain't here, so
Oh, that's what's up. We got some peace in the house. We live. We on. We just threw this up on them. We didn't even
I'm
tell
back and
nobody
we
about
live.
this. We just hit
That's a
y'all with the
fact.
live. This is episode
We hit a
83. Figuring shit out Saturday morning. What's going on?
484.
Oh, you
And double
right.
checking. Yeah,
I
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
change it.
84.
Oh, watch this.
That's
I'm
fine.
fucking up. 84.
Figuring shit out in the moment, in the midst of the heat, in the heat of the day.
Mist of the heat. Heat mist.
And my boy, that young's
That
supposed
sounds
to be
sexual.
97 today.
Oh man, that's crazy.
That's gonna be a blaze out there.
That's crazy.
How you
So
feeling up there?
that's water. Water. Let me make sure I'm. All right. So we didn't have a guest this week. We got some scheduled in the coming weeks, but we figure it's been a while since y'all just had us. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some stuff.
Yeah.
This is going to be officially episode 84. We're going to throw it up on the podcast streams right after we get done. And also update the website, all that stuff. But, we're techies, right? You want to do the housekeeping first? I know you love doing housekeeping. You want to get that out the way?
Yeah. So first of all,
You're the
I'm
housekeeping
getting the
guy.
stream on the live on the Instagram right. Getting the Instagram live right. So yeah, y'all know what time it is, man. Unified Thrives, King Goth in the building. Figuring shit out. Y'all know what time it is. We're doing tech life today, tech talk. So before we get started, right, make sure you hit the YouTube. If you want the YouTube, make sure you like it. Subscribe. Make sure you share with somebody. Make sure you leave a comment. Join the conversation, man. We want to hear from y'all. We want to talk to y'all. We care what y'all got to say. We care what y'all think about what we talking about, right? We here to figure shit out. We're trying to learn together. You dig? Instagram it, figure shit out, TikTok, figuring shit out, rumble.com. Don't forget the Rumble Conspiracy Show, Friday midnight, they be jumping off.
Mm-hmm.
Who we forget? Losing Perspective over there. He got his page monetized on YouTube. Yeah. Pew, pew,
Yep.
pew, pew.
No, that's dope.
How the
Now I
horns
gotta
do.
get the other one. Now I gotta get Cyber
Yeah.
Buddy monetized.
Yeah,
Content.
right. So I'll be doing Now Views Insight starting maybe 2 weeks from now. I got a couple videos getting edited, so we're rocking that out. So and then I'm
What's
working
your
on getting my
channel?
page monetized. So
What's that channel?
Now Views. It's just Now Views. I got about 25 subs over there. So I'm gonna have to run it up real quick. You know how we do it. Get those jumping off. What else did you mention? Discord. Don't forget the Discord. Join the Discord.
It's in the description right
It's
here.
in this link, at the bottom. It's in the description. So make sure you join the Discord, join the community. We are about to be getting this community jumping off. You know what I'm talking about? We want to share with y'all. We want to grow with y'all. We're trying to fix some shit out with y'all. So that's the whole point of the Discord. You'll get access to bonus features, I guess, or access to more of us.
True.
You know what I mean?
You could direct access to
grow
us.
together.
Access questions,
Yeah.
topics, and things like that. Maybe become a
All
guest.
that.
If you want to be a guest, come
Maybe.
talk to us. Tell us what you want to talk about.
Got something you want to share? You figured out already? Let us know. I'm about to make sure Instagram going live. And then one more thing: go to figureshxtout.com. Join the newsletter. Put your email in there. The best way, one of the fastest way to get hip to what's going on. We got some merch coming your way. Hold on. Let me see. Can you see me?
Look at that shit.
Can you see me a little bit? There you go.
That shit is super dope. That shit is dope.
There we go.
There it is. That's
got a little bit of merch coming.
Yep. I got hats coming
Frank
too.
Got some hats for y'all. Yeah, Frank got. He don't know what they at.
They sent me one email when I ordered it, and it's been like 3 weeks.
Who you order with?
Lids. Custom lids.
Lids. Oh yeah.
I only fuck with 5950 and 950s, and 47s, 47 series. I'm very picky with my hats. I don't do that. I don't do dad hats.
So what I'm about to say, if you know Frank, you gonna have some quality product. Frank gonna make sure your product is gonna be quality all the way around. Stitching, thread count, size. You know what I mean? All that good stuff.
Egyptian silk. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. But you got to pay though. It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap for us. Yeah. You got to pay. No, it's gonna be cool.
Man,
I'll have different types. I'll have the high end product and then maybe some lower end products. But you won't catch me with it though.
There we go.
I ain't watching it. I mean, I ain't wearing it. Instagram's blah blah blah. Instagram's working, rocking. I can't talk this morning.
I think so. I had to share my screen, so I think we're popping over there.
Okay, don't want
I
it
think
to
so.
die like it did last time. Don't want that shit
Did
to
it?
die.
There we go. Yeah, we good. We should be
Damn
good.
son.
And
Okay.
then what we got? What we got? What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? Oh, good. There you go.
Um.
Instagram jumping. Instagram live. Yeah. I'm about to share this bad boy on Facebook.
Yeah.
What you got going over there, Frank?
Oh, shoot. The book. Still writing the book. It's coming along. It's doing a lot
Okay.
better. I'm thinking I may my initial plan was to have it like 200 plus pages, but it might be like 100 and
Uh,
100 and change. Because if I really want to hit the page thing, it's gonna have to be delayed longer. But I think I got enough for like a first finished version or first finished edition. So it might be like
okay.
100 and change. But I really wanted like 200 something. Because I wanted it to have a little thickness, no homo. You know what I'm saying? I like thick books. I don't like thin books. You know what I'm saying? They just when I was since I was young and reading, like if I seen a book like this, it's a turn off. But if I see a book
Really?
like this, I'm like I want to read that one. I've always been a reader. That's just me. It's something in my, so I didn't want to put out
So
a
when you
really
get them,
thin book.
career books and tech books, you be excited about them jammies.
Hell yeah. I used to sniff pages. I
Oh
used to
my
like
god!
freaking. I was a fiend. I sniff the pages. As soon as it come in, it's fresh printed
Sniff the
paper.
pages of the book, Frank.
Hell yeah. My book readers
Sniffer,
know.
dog.
If you're a book reader, don't let me know what's up. Y'all know what's up. But yeah, that's what I got
I guess
going
I'm a
on.
play pay book booker because I ain't never sniffed a book.
I
I got
mean,
mad books though. I got them all around the
try.
house.
You should try it. Try to sniff a book. See what it
Sniffing
does
a
for you.
book.
Yeah, but it's gotta be fresh. Don't get an old one that's been printed for decades. It's gonna smell like old paper. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be
I am.
fresh out the printer, fresh ink, fresh
I
paper.
am. I'm currently spamming the Facebook Messenger, sharing the video
That's cool.
with
Do that.
everybody in there,
But
getting
I
people
need
turned
my
in,
book
talking.
readers. If you're a book reader, you know what I'm talking about. Go in the comments and
Right.
defend my honor, cause you know what it
You
is.
got it, bro. Last time you read a book. Last time you read a book. Real shit.
I'm reading right now.
What you reading?
I mean, you sent me this one, remember? Well, you sent me
Oh, the
the
Trust
link.
Jammy. Okay, yeah, you
Yeah,
got it.
yeah, it's right here. I'm holding it.
Yeah, so you got it right there. So, you read it or you been putting it into
I've
practice?
looked at it and I'm trying to get started on it. I think
All right.
it says updated for 2022, so it might be outdated, but I'm sure it still applies to a lot of scenarios.
Yeah, I don't think the trust
And
stuff
what else?
changed that much.
What else I got going on? I just like you said, we got LP monetized on YouTube, so that's dope.
Congratulations. Yeah,
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 appreciate
yeah,
it.
yeah.
We're still doing that. Now I'm going to try to focus a little on Cyber Bunny. Get my Cyber Bunny page up. It's been had in the right amount of subscribers, but it don't got the watch hours, so I got to do that. We just trying to
Hmm.
monetize on it as much as we can. Yeah, I know the world is changing.
That's a
We need
fact.
this online money.
Fast.
Facebook, I've given
Yes,
up
sir.
on. Facebook does not like me. I might make a new page altogether
No?
because Facebook. I got too much bad history with Facebook. I don't think they fuck with me at all. I feel
That's
like people.
crazy.
I'm shadow banned for sure. People don't see my shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the case is.
Hmm.
But TikTok is doing great. TikTok I'm monetized. We monetize on there. I just got to be posting on that
Cool.
bitch, which I don't do, but it is
Oh,
what it
your
is.
LP TikTok monetized?
Yes, yes it
Okay, when
is.
you get that happen? I thought you said you had issues with that. That's good.
It was Facebook and Instagram are like probably the hardest because I think someone else said it, or we may have said it. That their business model is not. Their business model is they want people to pay for shit. They want people to pay them for ads and boosting and stuff like that. Whereas TikTok is literally giving money away for some reason. I don't know where they're getting this money from. Could be Chinese money, but they giving away money. Every excuse. They have programs. They have incentives. They have little challenges and things. If you go into the Creator Awards and they got challenges like, hey, do this, you can get this. And it's very, I would say, what's the word? Giving. You know what I'm saying? Different than Facebook or Instagram where it's like they don't want to push your shit. They rather you pay them to push your shit. And so they're very hoarding of their programs. They hoard
Right.
the what's the word? They hoard it. They hoard their money, and they don't want to be helpful to their users. And then they ban a lot. They censor a lot. You can't say a lot of shit that you can say on TikTok. So that's another bad thing for them. Is like Facebook, and they could ban you or censor you for anything. It could be not even serious or a joke or something that's just taken the wrong way. The AI, whatever it is, automatic algorithm they got could just flag your shit for no reason, and you can't say nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get to a person. You know what I'm saying? It's all bad for growth, right? Which is why TikTok is blowing up, has been blowing up, and which is why they passed that bill to destroy it because they can't compete. You know what I'm saying? So
That,
I said a
oh
lot.
man, that's crazy. That's no, that
I said
sounds
a lot.
like America, right? Instead of competing, instead of doing better, getting better, they rather just eliminate the
Destroy.
competition, right? So they can just keep
Hmm.
practicing the way they've been practicing.
And I
But
hope,
this ain't what it's about. I
yeah,
kind
no,
of is. What's up?
yeah, no, it's months away though, right? Like this, it will just pass a couple months. I think they have like 7 more months or something. I don't know if there's a date on it or whatever, but they passed the bill, and they said like something about like a year or something. They gotta sell or get gone. So I don't know what's gonna happen, and we haven't heard anything about that since. But maybe next year
I, I
we'll see
think
what happens.
I think they said they were gonna what is it? Separate the data.
Nah,
So basically,
TikTok said
or
they ain't
separate the
doing it.
algorithm. So I think they're gonna. Oh, they ain't doing it. So
Well,
I don't know. I
what
think I heard they said they're gonna give them their own separate piece, right? So
servers?
where they can see the data, yeah, service or something like that, right?
Uh,
So they can see what's going on, and then so over here to be one TikTok and over there to be another TikTok. So I don't
I
know.
mean, that's probably cool, but they were strictly saying they wanted them to sell. So that might be a workaround. Maybe they're hoping that they take that instead of allowing them to sell. Like, hey, we'll give you
Right.
headquarters over there with some data centers or whatever, and you can oversee it, but we're
Mm.
not selling it to you. Maybe that's what they're hoping is. But when it happened, the CEO was like, "We're not selling," and he said we're not gonna sell. So I don't know. Maybe they're trying to work out a deal or something. I don't know. Maybe we
But that
can look
still
that up.
sounds crazy that they're forcing a company to sell, bro. Like that is or get out. Like that shit is bully 101.
Yeah, and people making mad loot on it. Americans in this country are making money. So it's like they're not thinking about the public at all. They just like you got too much information up there. You're pretty much giving away money. People are changing their lives on TikTok, and it's competing too much with Facebook and Instagram. So we need to get your ass out of here because we need people to jump back to our platforms and struggle. Get on the struggle bus with us, right? Let us censor your shit. Let us do all these things to you and then make you pay for ads because TikTok is dog walking us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So praise TikTok. I'm on YouTube. We on YouTube
Admitting,
too.
admitting defeat.
Hmm.
Admitting defeat. Shout out to the fan base. We gotta make his fan base page. Shout out to the fan base. Black owned platform. Isaac Hayes Jr. or the third. One of them Isaac Hayeses.
Hmm.
That platform is easily monetized. So basically, you can monetize off gate, off jump. You don't
Oh,
have to
really?
have a particular amount of views. You don't gotta have a particular amount of subs. You can start getting monetized instantly, especially if you bring your own following, right? So like, we get everybody Discord that follows on what is it, fan base. They
Okay.
can start sending us money there instantly,
That would be
right?
dope.
So
We're gonna look into that. Let's make one of those. But let's
yeah, so what's up?
let's get into the first topic. I mean, we just go freestyle. This is a freestyle Saturday
Yeah,
podcast. We just got up. We said let's go live. Give the people us only, and then we'll go back
something.
to the interviews
Uh
next
huh.
week. We got this video. I've been saying
And
this.
hold on,
Go, go ahead.
this is an organic freestyle too. This ain't that freestyle you wrote down and you reading off the paper. That's not a freestyle, people.
Right.
I've been hearing that they been saying because they wrote it down previously off the top and then they rapped it. That's a freestyle. That is not a freestyle.
It's called a written.
My bad, friend.
You memorized it. I
Yeah,
know because I used to be there.
yeah.
I was never freestyling. We in the ciphers and I was
You
with
know,
rappers and stuff. They could freestyle. I
uh,
never freestyle. If I tried, I would do a written. You know what I'm saying? That like maybe nobody heard before,
it
but I didn't have a lot of
made it sound
those.
sweet.
Yeah, sometimes I'm not a freestyle. I think I'm not as fast as real freestylers. Like my boys, they used to just go in and they'll say shit and it'll be funny
off the top.
And it'll be funny
Uh-huh.
and it'll make sense 90% of the time. Then sometimes it's like, what?
It'd be
But
dope.
I can never do it that fast. I could probably do it slow. Like you gotta turn the tempo down to like 10 beats a minute or something, and then I could probably come off that. But it's never that fast.
What is Jay-Z hit it with the lyrical exercise?
Yeah,
You know about that?
yeah, nah.
All right.
But I mean, I could rhyme. I could write
It's not lyrical
rhymes on
exercise.
paper. But let's jump into the video. We're gonna talk about AI real quick. My wife sent this to
What's
me.
up?
Shout out Reese for
Okay.
helping with the topics. It's a guy.
Yeah.
We're gonna play it and then we're gonna talk about it. But I've been saying this for a long time. I felt like this, so we're gonna get into it. Let me hit the buttons I need to hit. Hold on. Let me hit the right buttons. Click, click, boom. All right.
Disprove AI in 3 quick points.
3 things. AI is not real. The thing that people call AI is not AI, and people need to shut up about it because people in the future are going to think we're stupid. You can't have artificial intelligence. If it's intelligent, it can't be artificial. If it's artificial, it can't be intelligent. The thing that we have is algorithmic learning. That's not artificial intelligence. That's Googling things really quickly. Computers aren't smart, they're quick. You ask a computer to write a cowboy movie script, it can only do that because it can Google other cowboy movie scripts and then just really quickly put them all together and give you something that looks like them. Wow. It couldn't make a cowboy script if no one else had done it before.
Yeah.
AI is not going to end the world. AI is not going to save the world.
Preach it.
AI is going to slowly die out, and then in 1,000 years, if people are still around, they're going to laugh at us for believing in it like we do to people in the past.
Isn't that what humans do? Like humans do this, what he just said Google's doing, like Google goes and searches for all this stuff that you're searching for. That's what a human brain does.
So should I run it back again for the people that missed it?
Yeah, go put it again.
All right, let's run it back one more time.
There's a guy who can disprove AI in 3 quick points.
3 things. AI is not real. The thing that people call AI is not AI, and people need to shut up about it because people in the future are going to think we're stupid. You can't have artificial intelligence. If it's intelligent, it can't be artificial. If it's artificial, it can't be intelligent. The thing that we have is algorithmic learning. That's not artificial intelligence. That's Googling things really quickly. Computers aren't smart, they're quick. You ask a computer to write a cowboy movie script, it can only do that because it can Google other cowboy movie scripts and then just really quickly put them all together and give you something that looks like them. Wow. It couldn't make a cowboy script if no one else had done it before.
Yeah.
AI is not going to end the world. AI is not going to save the world.
Preach it.
AI is going to slowly die out, and then in 1,000 years, if people are still around, they're going to laugh at us for believing in it like we do to people in the past.
Isn't that what humans do? Like humans do this, what he just said Google's doing, like Google goes and searches for all this stuff that you're searching for. That's what a human brain does.
Let's talk about it. I agree 1,000%. And I felt this way for a long time, and I've been saying it for a long time. I think
So-
I never liked the word artificial intelligence because it never made sense, because what's artificial about intelligence? If either a thing or an entity is intelligent or not. You can have lack of intelligence, right? But what is artificial intelligence? So that never made sense to me. The second part is what he described is, like he said, exactly what we do in development, from toddler, baby, toddler, infant, or whatever. Our brains soak up the environment. We get information from our parents, from our environment. We learn about the world, and we could only interpret and know what we were taught. You know what I'm saying? Which is the same thing that AI does. It can only get information input in order to output. And as far as I know, AI isn't coming up with brand new spanking ideas that no human has thought of before, right? It can only regurgitate or mix and mold what we put in, right? Which is the same thing that we do as humans when we get information from the world that creates our perspective, right? We can't know things unless we were taught it at some point. You know what I'm saying? So are we artificial intelligence? Is our minds, the way we think, the same as this chat GPT and the shit that's in the system? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think these are the questions.
Possibly, because I'm sure you heard this before. I think you heard this before. There's nothing new under the sun, right? All your thoughts are not your thoughts, right? You didn't originally think them. They came from somewhere. They put together somewhere, right? And then let's talk about products and ideas, right? Sometimes just adding on to a product makes it a whole new product, right? So let's say the skates, the 4-wheel roller skates, they were a product. Somebody made rollerblades by taking the 4 wheels and put them in a line. We got a whole new product. You know what I'm talking about? But they didn't do nothing. They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything spectacular, I would guess. They just seen it differently, switched it around a little bit, and just added to it.
But
right?
someone
also
did first create the skates, though. Someone created the 4-wheel skates.
Kinda, because the wheels were already there, right? And then a 2-wheel apparatus was already around, right? And so they just took the 2 and put it on 4, and they put it on your right. So it's just in the evolution of things, right? It just keeps growing and getting different or better, or you know, a different view at it.
But
right,
I think something we should probably
go ahead.
Talk about, like, humans can create. Like, for instance, we create things all the time. So humans can create out of nothing.
Right.
But it has to be, I don't know how to explain it. Like the wheel, I guess whoever invented the wheel, that was a creation. There was nothing like it before that. Right? So there was a day where there was no wheel, then there was a day where there was a wheel. And then from that day moving forward, you know, we got bicycles and skates and cars and everything else that was built on top of that and built from that. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I can say. As humans, we do have a creative capability that I don't think AI has now. I think that'll be the real catalyst when AI can create something brand new that no human has done or has input into the system. Then I think we in a whole nother realm where we got to talk about, okay, this AI or this thing that we made is creating new shit. Now, what is that? Do we give it a new name? Is it the same as humans because it can create? Is it different than humans because it's creating probably more efficiently than we ever could? You know, I think that's when if we ever get past that threshold, then we got a whole nother different topic of conversation. But AI can't create, I don't think.
I guess I'm with you, right? So I'm thinking about time crystals, right? And I'm thinking about the new phases of matter, right? That are out there. I talked about it in one of my videos. So the computer is only as smart as the user. One, right? That's ground zero. First aspect, right? Computer's only smart as the user, so it's only gonna be able to use information that it has. And so with time crystals and some of the phases of matter that have been discovered, right? They were theorized previously by people, right? Somebody said, man, this is possible to have quantum spin, or, you know, I'll look it up in a second, but a whole bunch of different other phases of matter. But with the advent of the machine learning, right, using what is being given, or the information, the data that's been given, it was able to put these things together and then come up with practical ways to make the quantum computer, or make quantum photons, or understanding qubits, right? To find, what is it? They got this thing called quantum liquid, I think it is, and basically this quantum liquid is not a solid, but it's frozen, and it moves, but it's damn near frozen. It's right above freezing, absolute zero temperature, right? And so, but that was only possible because the machine learning, the AI, took what it had and kind of said, oh, you can do it like this. Just like the dude was saying, just a little faster processor than a human. A human probably would have done it. It would have took us maybe another 5 or 10 years. But the AI did it within a few months of just collecting and collaborating the data. You know what I'm talking about?
So you're saying AI was able to create something new that humans haven't done? But
it was theorized that it was possible.
Oh, so we made the theory. So we still created the idea.
Right, but AI was just able to say, this is how you do it. This is make it practical and manifest it into a reality. So I'm going to look those up in a second too, but I'm about to read the definition of artificial intelligence. Referring to a computer system capable of performing complex tasks that historically only humans could do, such as reasoning, making decisions and solving problems. I ain't sure
Okay.
about
Yes, it was saying it ain't doing
reasoning.
it. It ain't doing it.
It ain't reasoning yet because
It's not
it's
doing it.
like when they got the robots that's carrying and lifting and jumping. That's just mathematical equations, right? That's just
Calculations.
people doing that calculations. People been doing that when they're shooting the basketball, right? Boop. I
Yep.
don't know how far it is actually, but I know how much energy I need to put on. I know English I need to put on. How much torque I need to put on it. All that kind of stuff. So it's just making our process a little bit faster. You feel me?
Right. Those robots, they I guess they have levels in them where they could detect balance, and they could detect if you're level or not. And it's like there's always a compensating mechanism. So it's like if it's tilted this way, it knows, okay, I'm tilting this way. I need to put weight on this side, and it's just a smorgasbord of calculations and balance, right? But it's not. What was the word? It's not. It started with an R. What'd you say? Reasoning.
Reasoning.
Yeah, it's not. It's not reasoning. It's more like calculation. You know what I'm saying? So that's us humans. Conscious. Maybe the aspect that makes us different from AI is the consciousness part. So if you factor in consciousness, okay, then you gotta define consciousness, and then we can say, okay, we feel like we are consciousness per how we define it. Even though it still kind of can be in a gray area, like, are we even conscious? How do we know we're conscious? We don't know. We could say we are. We might be. We might not be. We don't really know. But do we have a conscience? And then these AI systems don't have a conscience because they can't create without our input. You know what I'm saying? Is that the
or go against their calculations? So, iRobot. Remember the movie iRobot when Buddy was trying to save the little girl, and the robot was like, "Ain't no chance of getting her out. Ain't no point of going down there." It's
the percentile.
What is it? Deductive. Yeah, percentile was low. He was like, "Man, you're crazy. I'm going to get this kid, regardless of how low the percentile is." Right. So that's one thing, right? He didn't even think about, bitch. I'm going to save the baby. I'm going to get this kid out of this water. And the robot was like, "That don't make sense. It does not compute. That's not compute." Right?
Logically, it's like your percentage of survival is much greater. That's logical. That's like a logical calculation. But yeah, I don't know about this AI stuff. But I do agree with the guy. He said, it's funny. He said in 1,000 years, people are going to think we're stupid. We think people 1,000 years from us back in the past are stupid. So I don't think that there's anything you can do to make the future people think you're smart, because there's going to be so much advancements within a set period of time. There's nothing we could do now. There's probably shit we're doing today, I'm sure there is, that future generations will look and be like, what the fuck were y'all thinking? Just like we do the same thing to, our ancestors in the past and how they were living. But with that said, us calling stuff AI today, I think will be frowned upon and laughed at, because, again, it's either intelligent or not. I don't agree with artificial moniker. It kind of makes it seem fake and phony or not real. You know what I'm saying? I think they should change the word to something else. Well, it shouldn't even be called intelligence. Like the guy says, algorithmic, what do you say? Algorithmic something. Take out AI. I think true AI, if we ever really get to true AI is being able to think for itself and reason and create new things that humans have not. That's what I would say. If an AI system can create something that a human has never thought about in any kind of regard, I wouldn't even call that AI. I'd call that's an intelligent, sentient thing. There's probably consciousness in that motherfucker.
Like I said, bro. Like I was saying about the new phase of matter with the time crystals, right? Time crystal was thought about, but it was only practical when the computer told old buddy to shoot this particular type of laser at this particular type of element, right? And at this particular type of temperature, right? But there was a whole bunch of trial and error in between then, right? So it was like a hand in hand. But once they got the right temperature, the right element, and the right laser, boom, a whole new element, a whole new thing.
How did the machine know what to do?
Because of the theory that was introduced to it, right? And so I don't know.
So the theory was input.
How
the theory was input.
The theory was input, and it was like, well, let's try to make a time crystal, right? And so time crystal is something that moves without losing energy. It moves without input of energy, right? But it's moving, so it doesn't lose energy, and it does this forever and ever and ever. And even when an outside environmental thing happens, like if it gets too cold or get too hot, it affects it. But once it goes back to normal, it's still doing what it's normally going to do forever and ever and ever and ever. right? So
Okay.
yeah, I don't know that, but that's something new though. It's something brand new to our reality, right? To our existence, right? But it was a collaboration, right? It
Oh,
wasn't
collab.
just like you're saying
Humans
AI.
and
It wasn't like
AI. Oh, okay.
yeah, it wasn't like a AI just oh man, just do this and you'll have this. No, it was like, can I do this? AI was like, yeah, let's try it this way, right?
Now,
So trial and error, then boom, we got time crystals.
what would be really dope if you put AI into like a robot
What's
that
up?
can move, like those robots or whatever, and then the robot goes and does some shit and creates some brand new device or technology or invention that no human has even thought of or theorized or was able to input into it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to Google that right quick.
That'd be like some brand new world we living in. Like, all right, we got these robots. They're not artificial anything. They're intelligent. They're creating shit. Whether that shit is good or bad for humanity, that's yet to be seen. But we basically created life entities that are living. I don't know about living, but that are sharing this reality with us and creating things with us that is not inspired by us. We created them, but they making some new shit out there. That'll be the day. But I don't think artificial intelligence is the right word. It's like biometrics. I hate the word biometrics because none of our biometric things today are truly biology. It's still digital. It's zeros and ones. Fingerprint scanner doesn't test the fingerprint. It tests the image created by the fingerprint. Same thing with facial scanners. You do a facial scan, right. It's not testing the DNA of your face. It's testing the image and how you look. You know what I'm saying? Same with retinal scanners.
Dimensions,
retinal
numbers.
Scanner is the how your eyes look. Now, true biometric or true biology test. So like, you got the iPhone or any phone, you do the fingerprint scanner. A true biology test would be if there's a mechanism in the phone that tests your DNA when you press it. Like it actually takes up some of your cells off your finger, and then there's a mechanism inside that tests your DNA to unlock the phone for you. That means you could touch your finger, you could touch your elbow, you could touch your nose, it'll unlock for you. But the next person coming, even if they somehow copy your fingerprint and put on a silicone thing and try to unlock the phone, it won't work because one is pressing silicone, so it's going to say, okay, this is not a person, this is an object. And two, if they put their finger on it, it's not the same DNA. That's true biometric test. If it's in the mechanism, if it's in the device, not a digital image, which is still zeros and ones, which can still get hacked, which can still get copied. And I know I'm going in the weeds, but we don't have biometrics.
No, go ahead.
We don't have biometrics.
So
we still have digital.
Look up. I'm gonna go to TikTok. I ain't been on TikTok yet. Go to TikTok and look up DABUS, the bus. That's what I'm gonna say. I might be saying it wrong. The bus.
The bus.
Yeah, okay. The bus is called a device for autonomous bootstrapping of unified sentences. Or I think I said sentences, right? An artificial intelligence system created by Dr. Stephen Thaler that's programmed to invent on its own, right? So,
what is it again? DABUS?
Yeah, DABUS is a sentient and can autonomously generate inventions without humans' intervention by simulating human brainstorming.
I don't see nothing like that. DABUS?
Yeah. Ain't got nothing up there? On TikTok?
Maybe it's something else. Maybe what's
just DA, no intelligence. Yeah, just DABUS.
Oh,
see what that do.
I know, I was getting crazy stuff. The people taking the bus. Like an actual bus.
And so this is probably
is there
so
a space?
far that
is there a space in there?
The bus has reportedly come up with 2 new products, including a food container based on fractional geometry that can reheat quickly and a flashing beacon for emergencies.
Hold on, I'm still trying to find the bus. Is it Dabus?
Probably DABUS. Am I saying it wrong? I can't read for real.
Okay, I found some online about it. Dabus. It's an acronym. Device for autonomous. Oh, you said that. That's exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, this ain't.
And it said improved beverage container and a neural flame device used to search and seek rescue missions. Right. So I think this is what you were saying. Like AI creating something and it's mimicking brainstorming.
Uh-huh.
Right. So I don't know.
I'm looking up.
I
I'm
don't, see,
trying
I
to
don't know
find.
the internet.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something quick.
Groundbreaking information. Oh, because the internet ain't got nothing on it. We the first one to talk about it. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh shit! I'm about to. I'm gonna play this video. I think this
YouTube
might
ain't
have
got this.
something on it. I think we might have something right here after this.
We the first. We the first in the community to do it though.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna throw it up to that. Where is the joint?
And then we can look up.
A South African
what did you
patent
say?
for a food container based on fractal geometry has recently gone viral. This patent states the innovation in question involves interlocking food containers that are easy for robots to grasp and stack.
What?
What makes this patent so unique? There is nothing curious about this patent other than its inventor. This is due to the fact that the inventor is not a human being, but rather an artificial intelligence system, known as DABUS. DABUS, which stands for Device for the Autonomous Bootstrapping of Unified Sentience, is an artificial intelligence system developed by Steven Thaler, a pioneer in the field of artificial intelligence and
We
programming.
might be
The
messing up by
system
playing
generates
YouTube video.
new inventions by simulating human
I hope not, 'cause,
brainstorming.
You know how they do
DABUS
talking
is
over this motherfucker though.
You know how they be doing like, oh,
Yeah.
part of your video is
do.
copyright, blah blah blah. We'll probably have to take it
copyright,
off if we
yeah.
got to. It's fine, whatever.
often referred to as creativity machines due to its ability to function independently and complexly. This is distinct from everyday artificial intelligence, such as Siri, Alexa, and so on. DABUS's patent application
AI
was
either.
filed in patent offices around the world, including the United States, Europe, Australia, and South Africa. However, the patent was only granted in South Africa. Intellectual property experts have widely condemned South Africa's decision. Some have called it a mistake or an oversight on the part of the patent office. However, we feel it is better to figure out the patent law for artificial intelligence inventorship. We'll meet you in the next update. Please subscribe. Thank you.
So, if I understand correctly, a robot created something and they approved the patent for the robot,
Right.
and not the person that made the robot or the corporation that owned the robot.
Right. Right.
Okay, we got some Matrix shit happening. Matrix,
Yeah.
meaning if you what's it called? The Matrix. There was a set of cartoons where animations where they had what happened in the Matrix, how the robots revolted. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's interesting. I mean,
Right.
can the robot really benefit though? Is the patent for money? I'm sure if it gets licensed, somebody's got to collect that dough. But what's a robot need money?
Somebody has
for?
let it though, and then that product, somebody's going to put their stamp on that product, right? Either the inventor of the AI, with the food container, whatever, which is however they explained it, right? So, machine learning. That's the whole thing. This whole premise, right? Machine learning. It's got deep learning, machine learning, and AI, right? So all AI is doing is using the machine learning and the deep learning, which we would say just taking a bunch of different information and reading it and pulling it together really, 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 really fast. And then with quantum computing, that shit can be so fast that it's not gonna be thinking to us. It's gonna be like us blinking, right? The AI is gonna be our equivalent to us thinking, breathing, and blinking. Because it's going to be so fast. It's going to be so, what is it? So automatic. It'll be so automatic that you don't have to think about it. It's just going to do it. Machine learning is defined as a discipline of artificial intelligence that provides machines the ability to automatically learn from data and past experience to identify patterns and make predictions with a minimal human intervention. Right? So that's all the AI is doing. So that's what the dude was saying in the video in the beginning.
Yeah. So it's not real. It's not. I don't think it's conscious. Again, I don't think.
It's definitely not.
I don't know. To really get into the weeds about consciousness, you got to define consciousness, which I know humans we try to define consciousness, but I don't think we can. Let me see. What is the definition? Let's see what the World Wide Web says about consciousness. What is conscience? What is consciousness? What is consciousness in simple words? The quality or state of being aware, especially of something within oneself. So is that the I am, therefore I say I am, or therefore I am, or I am, therefore I'm conscious?
I guess because AI can't say I am. Well, the AI can say I
It
am because it
can,
is, but it's only because it's programmed to say that.
Are we programmed to say that? Are we programmed to say we're conscious?
I don't know. No, I don't know. I would think.
We got some NPCs out there.
We got some NPCs, and then we are so perfectly designed. I would have to say, yeah, right. Because this divine creation, this mechanism that we are, is perfectly designed, right? From the Fibonacci number, right, to our auras, to our chakras, to our electricity properties, to our just being able to change, right? We're the only animals who can change our thoughts, right? Because cheetahs think like a cheetah, right? Lion can do what a lion do. Birds gonna fly. Fish gonna swim, right? They all got that. Octopuses may be a little smarter. Dolphins may be a little smarter, right? But still, they can communicate in their own language, right? But dolphins can't learn dog, right? Dolphins can't learn squid that we know of. Chimpanzees can learn different languages, right? They do sign language. They were able to adopt our language, right? So, I don't know. We may have been programmed to be.
See, these are the questions.
That's a good question, Frank.
These are the questions. We don't know. We getting too deep in the weeds.
That's
I
a good
think
question.
we need a blunt. I need some some rum or something. But I don't know.
It's good Saturday.
Artificial intelligence is not artificial. It's algorithmic calculation. It is helpful though. It helps us with things that would take us an hour. You could do in like 5 minutes, and that is facts. Like there's things that I'm like, okay, instead of me doing this, it's been an hour. Let me get the AI to do it. Okay, boom, it's done, and it does it much faster. It doesn't mean we're incapable, right? If time is of the essence, which it always is, it does work faster than us. But it's not. I don't think it's artificial. I don't think it's intelligence. It's a calculation. It's an algorithm. True intelligence would be to create something new.
Let's go Dobbs.
With the tools that you have in the environment, but to create something brand new, such as the wheel. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, one day there was no wheel. Then the next day there was a wheel. So from that day moving forward, we've built upon the wheel to all different type of applications. But when there was not a wheel, it just didn't exist. It was not a thing in the world. Things rolled, like rocks could roll down a hill, and
apples were
spin.
Circle, oranges were circle, cherries were circle already.
But we didn't use those as wheels. We created a wheel and then we applied
tools.
Right, tools. We applied it for rolling stuff, heavy things, whatever, driving cars, bikes, whatever. And so it was created by us, and then from that day moving forward, we've used it in different applications. So if these AI things start making shit that we start using from that day it's created and then moving forward to the rest, for eons, I don't know. This bowl thing, okay, it's a bowl for food or something. We have food bowls. That's not really, it's not really, revolutionary. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's a bad example. Or maybe that's just the start of maybe one day the robot actually making something.
Is AI evolution's natural? A natural progression? Because like we just said, we went from regular fruits, using our hands as tools, to using rocks as tools, to wheels, right, to levees, to pulleys, right, to magnets. Right, but these are all things that were already natural. We just use them as tools, right? So now we got solar, we got AI, we got the 3D printer, 4D printer, right? So are these just natural evolutions of humanity?
I think so.
That's why I think the artificial fits in, because the artificial, I don't think intelligent fits though. Artificial machine learning probably, right? Is better, a better concept, right? Because it's not intelligent.
Artificial
it's
algorithm.
Not intelligent in the sense that it's smart. That is, because smart is being able to apply knowledge and do something different, or to adapt really quickly, right? It probably can, but it can't outside of its parameters. You dig?
That's true.
So I don't know. I think we about to talk about for this last couple of minutes. We're gonna talk about future AI jobs, right? Careers that's coming up, right? So we got a couple of comments in the comment section. Somebody said a great point. We talked about something a couple minutes ago. Fatima, what up for watching? If you're watching, make sure you like it. Make sure you share it. Make sure you let people know. We out here talking about this good AI this morning. You know what I'm talking about? The future is here. The future is here. Goddamn. Don't let them trick you. Talking about the Jetsons and the flying car. The flying car around the corner.
We should have had that shit.
The flying car is around the corner.
We 24 years late.
They got it
on that shit.
You know they got to make their patents right. They got to make their logistics right. They got to make sure they own the intellectual property of it. Kind of like what China did with the car. They don't want China to do that shit again with Ford. The car, the China got that car. They took that bitch apart and made every single part.
It's doggy
but
dog
that was
world
intelligent. That was intelligent. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's that. Then she said, but I also feel like I love when we keep it simple, but I also feel like algorithms take away from authentic voice. It can. We can also say the same thing or have the same thoughts, but the way I express it will sound different from another. Right, that's that individuality, you know what I'm talking about? Because, we may have the same thought, we may think the same thing, but I'm going to perceive it differently and deliver it differently from you saying it and perceiving it.
That's a whole nother thing, like perception, perspective. Like, you're the sum of all your experiences, and somebody, two people could hear the same thing or witness the same event and interpret it totally different. And then that's like that. There's subjective truth and objective truth. Okay, you saw this, but what really happened? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's too early to be thinking like this, bro. My brain hurts.
No, it ain't, bro. Get them neurons firing. Get them neurons firing.
It's too early for this. So you talking about AI jobs?
I don't think so. AI jobs. So we got 6 AI jobs that's on the horizon, paying big bucks, and it should be fairly. I don't want to say fairly easy to get into. Because there's a lot of concepts, a lot of thinking, especially if you're coming from being a construction worker, these concepts are going to be foreign as hell. Right? If you're coming from being a restaurant owner or a restaurateur or a bartender, these concepts are going to be crazy foreign, but they're not impossible to grasp. And with the help of machine learning, you can study a little better and learn a little faster, right? Than just going and digging and searching up stuff on your own. But it's going to take away from your, what I want to say, experience, right? So sometimes you learn things only from experience, right? Fixing your own flat tire, right? You can read about it all damn day, but if you ain't been outside riding that bike and that shit, and then you got to get off, put your inner tube on, take your timer off, put your, you know what I'm talking about? You got to apply the actual knowledge. That's one thing. So here go a couple jobs. They got AI engineer, right? AI engineer. They start off at $115 a year.
Damn,
right? You got machine learning engineer.
Are these all entry?
I don't know about entry level. I would say so, because what's the entry level to AI engineer?
That's
a freaking regular engineer.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Hell yeah.
What is this? You got to know some data science. Is what it's saying. And no algorithms are trained by data, right? So you got probably big data. A data scientist is probably the entry level, I guess, but they get paid about the same amount.
Yeah, no, there's money in this tech stuff. I don't think that you got to be super like. There's education involved. Like, there's always going to be education involved, whether it's official education, like institution, academy, whatever, or self-teaching. I say no matter where you are, start learning. If you got to learn through YouTube or buying books, self-teaching, just start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always a chance. I feel like a lot of people don't get started on anything because they feel like, oh, if I don't go to college, if I don't get the degree, I can't break into the field. That's not necessarily true. Obviously college does help, and it is like a shortcut, so to speak. But there's plenty of people. Lionel is an example, I think, of somebody who he self-taught himself programming. And you just got to know your shit. If you know your shit, teach yourself the shit and apply to interviews or whatever. You can find somewhere that'll take a chance on you, and like you can break into the industry, and then from there, branch out. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people just automatically be like, oh, I can't go to college, or I won't go to college, so I'm SOL. And I don't think that's a good
right. So
good mindset.
Gary did the same thing. He wanted to be a developer. We tried to do an app thing. He was like, man, I can start building apps on my own. And he now is starting to build apps, websites, and all that kind of stuff. But he's self-taught, right? So it's a little, the road to success is a little different and a little bit more strenuous. But if you're willing to put the work in and put the 10,000 hours in, it's definitely out there for you.
And it could be more successful for you. Instead of you going to get a degree and get a job, you self-teach, and then you create your own company doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Instead of working for someone else.
The job can put you in a box.
Right. Working for someone else who owns a company that does that. You learn it yourself, do it yourself, start your own company, get contracts, grow from there. And it could be more lucrative than if you ever went to college. You know, they say that, I don't know if there's a statistic, but that more of the entrepreneurs that are really successful, most of them didn't go to college. So what does that tell you? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Just throwing it out there.
So like for my job, right? I'm in a box with particular technologies and particular particular skill set, right? Because they don't use these skill sets or technologies just yet. And then, you know, companies and the government are a lot slower with adopting these things, right? So I have to go out on my own to learn about the Google Cloud and database and Azure and databases, vector databases with machine learning databases, right? I have to go do that on my own. But again, once I do it on my own, I can go ahead and apply for a job or use those skills that I learned in a whole nother skill set that I wouldn't be able to do inside of the box that I'm in, right? So here's some other jobs. We got the machine learning engineer. They got a salary about averaging of $125 a year.
Let's go.
Right, which is crazy. Well, they say they run experiments and test platforms, statistical analytics, and develop machine learning systems. But they got the data engineer. Again, so we are moving out of the information age and into the data age, I would say, right? Because data and information are two different things. Information is data being used and applied for a particular thing, right? Just because you know that there are 50 million apples in the world, that don't mean that to nobody. But then you tell somebody we got 10 types of this apple, and they grow here, and they I don't know. They grow here, they can be used like this, and it tastes like this. That's the data. That's the information I mean. But now the data is going to be, how much data can we collect? How many apples do we know is over there, right? How many apples are over there? How can we grow them differently, right? And so now with all this data is being aggregated in one place, the information people can go and say, I'm going to use this particular data for these reasons, right? So I think we're moving, and it's kind of backwards, I would say. We're moving out of the information age into the data age. Because before, we as normal people would just see information. We just see the statistics of so-and-so got so many plays on Spotify, right? Or this movie made X amount of dollars because you guys seen it. But the data was how many people was in the building, what kind of people was in the building, when did they go see the movie, who did they go see it with, what location did they go see it at, right? That type of data didn't matter to the common person, but now it's going to matter to the common person now, so they can make more informed decisions on what they're going to do.
Yeah, that's
so data engineer. They started at about 105. So basically, data engineer build systems that collect, manage, and convert raw data into user information. What I was just talking about. A robotic engineer. How he making less than a data guy, which is kind of crazy.
How much is that?
They said they started about it. So the data engineer was averaging 105. The robotic was 100.
Robotics engineer been around. I think it probably would have paid more like 20 years ago when it was kind of a new thing. But there's probably a lot of robotic engineers out there, so they're not really. I think so. It's been around. We've been making robots. We've been making robots since last century. You know, factories and stuff like that. Like we have robots.
Are they really robots though? So what's your definition of
manufacturer of So you know those warehouses like where they did the big machine arms do things and put cars together and make shit. Those are robots. We've had that.
Those are robots.
Yeah, robotic.
But
It's
a
just
microwave
like
is a robot.
a microwave.
Yeah.
I think it's not moving parts. I think that's just. I mean, it spins, but I think that's a more of a device. Nah, a microwave ain't a robot. A robot. I don't know. A robot to me moves and does physical things. Moves physical things.
Okay.
Or installs things like car manufacturers or whatever. Even Amazon, like they moving parcel and boxes through the wheelie things, the treadmill things. Like that's kind of like robotic engineering, right? Because it has to do something, it has to go somewhere,
Right.
it has to go into this bin to go to this state and whatever, yada yada.
So is the conveyor belt in the airport a robot?
Yeah, I think it's mechanical, it's robotic, it moves things. So I'd say yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's how I feel.
Right. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Robotic engineers
That's
probably more. It's an industry that's not relatively
ubiquitous.
new. Yeah, like AI.
It's more than. All right, so we got software engineers next. They are looking at 120 a year on average. Software engineers, sometimes called developers, create software for computers and applications. Right. So and these jobs are probably future jobs. These jobs or careers or pathways aren't going anywhere because technology is only getting better. Applications are only getting better. Robotics are going to be doing more things. The AI is going to be doing more things, right? The machine learning is going to be learning more things, right? So software engineers, robotic engineers, data engineers, machine learning engineer, AI engineers, and the last one is a data scientist, which I mentioned. Data scientist is going to be a big deal. They're averaging maybe 130 a year, and the data scientists determine what questions an organization or team should be asking to help them find out how to answer those questions using data. So again, out of the information age into the data age, right? So now that the companies understand that this type of data is out there, they're going to be having people say, what can I do with these data? What can I do with this data? What problem can I solve knowing that I have this type of information, data? What can I use this data for? What can I create? What problem can I solve? Where can I take this data and make us more beneficial, optimized, and all that other kind of stuff, right? So those 6 career jobs that are coming up in the future, or here now, that
start now.
If you have children, football shit is whacking dead. The basketball shit is whacking dead. Baseball shit is whacking dead. That soccer shit is whacking
music,
dead. I ain't
rapping.
saying rap is dead. Only for the fact that 1 out of 1 million people have what it takes to be.
There's no growing
that
jobs.
special.
It's not a growing industry. Right. It's not
Right.
something.
Once you hit that plateau, it's. Matter of fact, here you go. At my job the other day, we had they had the kids come to work day type day, right? And it was some older kids, and the one lady was talking to her kids. And somebody came up to him and was like, "How you enjoying your time?" And mind you, and where I work at, everybody makes over 100 bands a year, right? Nobody's in the building that you probably feel the same way at your company, right? Your facility. You can't even get in this building without making 100 bands a year, right? They kids was talking about, I could have been at football practice, or I could have been doing this and that. And I'm like, dog, you don't even know where you at. Like, you don't. The chance that you become a football player are way slimmer than the chance of you actually getting a job here early to get to a particular place where you are able to make or be somebody
that's crazy. But that's because they glorify that stuff. Like, they glorify sports and music and those type of jobs. And it makes everybody want to be that and do that. But I think that starts at the home too. You know what I'm saying? Children glorifying certain things. And again, it's not wrong to want to do that stuff. Because you don't want to be a dream crusher, right? You're like, oh, this guy online said I can't be a football player. I should go be a data scientist.
You can do anything you want to be. That's a fact.
Yes, but you can. But you also got to look at growing industries, right? And then the amount of people that get in on industry, like becoming a football player, pro football, is like winning the lottery, for real. Somebody's got to win it. So if it's you, go for it. You can win it. But you know what I'm saying? You trying to play the lottery, or are you trying to have something that's legit, paying But again, I don't want to crush nobody's dreams out there. You know what I'm saying? Do you? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. A lot of us try to tend to gravitate towards the same thing, which also makes success in that industry rare because everybody's trying to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And nobody really is looking at these tech things, which I feel like more people should be looking at because it is lucrative, it is
Has
growing,
a higher
it's not going
chance of
anywhere.
success.
Right. And it's good money really quick. You know what I'm saying? Some of these entry level things are entry level that you've never seen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of entry level is like 30, 40, 50. But these entry levels are like 80, 90, 100. You know what I'm saying? And above. So you want to be entry level out the gate, out of college, early 20s with a 6-figure salary, or, you know, you trying to rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm not dream crusher, I promise.
But building an audience is one thing, right? So even in this kind of field, you probably gonna have to build an audience per se, right? You probably gonna have to let your magnetism or your charisma show in some kind of way. But one of my favorite Drake lines is, "Either you got it or you got it." The theory is brilliant. So either you have that X factor to be the superstar that you want to be, or you have to go and create yourself to be the superstar, right? So in tech, you could be a superstar, but you still got to create. You got to use that energy. You got to learn. You got to apply. You got to do these experiments, right? But that same type of energy in tech, you're going to use busting your body down, busting your brain down, putting yourself in danger, right? In tech, you in the house for the most part. You can go outside to events or whatever, or and rub shoulders and network with people. It's just you're going to use the same amount of energy. So why not be both? Jaylen Brown. We can go in a second. Jaylen Brown. He just won a championship in basketball. But he's supposed to be one of the top smartest dude in the league, right? The dude played the piano. The dude giving texts at Harvard or, MIT somewhere. The dude is hella bright. And you can be smart and be an athlete or be an entertainer, right? Terrence Howard. But don't just be one or the other.
Facts.
You feel me?
That's a bar. That's a bar. But on that note, Unify and Thrive, we appreciate you meeting with us on this Saturday morning, now afternoon. We just did some tech talk. We talk about AI. We talk about a bunch of stuff. But let us know. Please like, share, subscribe, all of the things. We're going to do this. This is what we do. Wednesdays, 9 o'clock. Fridays, midnight. Saturdays, 10 a.m. We have interviews. And we got somebody this week, so we'll have a new interview next week.
We got 2 lined up this week, actually.
Word. So there it is. We appreciate you guys. Stay cool.
Join the
out
Discord.
there. Join the Discord. Links
Please.
in the description. Stay cool out there if you're outside. It's like supposed to be 1,000 degrees today. Where'd my trash can go? Oh, he brought my trash can back? Oh, that's dope. Shout out to my lawn guy. He brought my trash can back. I did not expect that. He wants some more
Shout
money.
out to the lawn guy.
Yeah.
He wants some more money. Tip that man, Frank. It's hot out there.
It is hot. But yeah, on that note, we appreciate you. We out here. Appreciate it. We'll catch you.